Alright guys, today we are going to be reacting to I caught the new Eurostar train to Germany. Let's jump in. What's going on here, guys?
Entrance features a lot of shops and food outlets to use before starting your journey. Many of these seemed abandoned, and some of them even vandalised.
Damn.
Unfortunately, the area around this station suffers from a lot of antisocial behaviour and crime, so take extra care. There's also a large car hire office with various companies to choose from. And just outside here across the road, you'll find the Eurostar lounge for those travelling in premium class. Back inside the station, there are some secure luggage lockers, handy if you have a long connection and want to explore the city. There are also these active phone chargers, letting you exercise while you charge your device. The central passage has a bunch more catering outlets and shops, including this classic Belgian chocolate shop, a pharmacy, and passed away. This name doesn't work too well in English. Anyway, departures are displayed using this classic LCD segment display. My train is Eurostar 9423, departing at 11:25 to Essen Hauptbahnhof.
Damn, bro, it is beat up from the outside, man. It is beat up from the outside. That's not okay, man. This is gonna head up to Germany, so let's see.
Brussels South Station sees a lot of traffic as the main station in this European capital, with over 50,000 people using the station each day.
Damn, bro.
The majority of trains are commuter trains operated by SNCB, Belgium's national operator. SNCB also run long-distance intercity trains across Belgium, with occasional services into neighbouring Luxembourg. Some services are run to Rotterdam and Amsterdam in the Netherlands, together with NS, the Dutch national operator. And there's a bi-hourly service to Frankfurt am Main in Germany, provided by German ICE high-speed trains. But my train today is operated by Eurostar, a multinational operator that exclusively runs high-speed trains. This company started off in 1994, running from London to Paris and Brussels, finally connecting the UK to the greater European rail network. However, in 2023, Eurostar merged with a company called Thalys, promising greater connectivity and smoother ticket booking. They even launched a new brand identity, meaning all services operated by the new company would be branded as Eurostar. This has led to two completely different services operating under the same name, but the confusion doesn't end there, as we'll soon get to. My train soon arrived at the platform, and wow, I just love how the former Thalys livery looked.
It looks
the
gorgeous.
red and silver definitely makes it stand out as a premium train. This fleet is a type of French TGV, with this one being designated as a PBKA set. Eurostar has a fleet of 26 trains like this, with some of them being of the similar PBA model, both dating from the mid-1990s. I'm travelling in Eurostar's standard class today, so let's head over to coach 25 and find my seat. Boarding these TGV-style trains is usually chaos, as they have very few doors. And today is no exception, with a long queue forming at the door to board the train. Eventually, I made it on board. Standard class is in a 2+2 layout, with the same rich red colour scheme as on the outside. My seat is number 88, a forward-facing seat without a window. Today's route is a simple high-speed ride from Brussels, through the city of Liège and into Germany for the final stretch to Köln. Journey time is scheduled to be 1 hour and 50 minutes, covering 222 kilometers.
Dang, that is very close. That is very close, man. That is very close. That's not that far away. That is extremely close.
138 miles.
Let's see here.
We depart on time at 11:25, slowly weaving our way through the complex junctions of Belgium's busiest railway line. Along the way, we pass some of the other stations in the city, such as Brussels North, served by most trains running through the city. It's not long before we are out of the congested central area and beginning to build speed. But before we reach our top speed of 300 kilometers an hour, let's have a look around the interior. The seating itself looks fantastic, thanks to its vivid and plush looking design.
Good.
And sure
They had to clean up, man. They had to clean it.
enough, there is loads of padding here, which
That's
made for an
good.
extremely comfortable seat. The ergonomic support was also good. And up top, there's a massive winged headrest.
That's very nice.
And a thick padded headcloth.
They had to
All
clean
seats
it.
have folding
You know what?
armrests.
If they're not gonna clean it, they should have something or a vacuum where you can clean it. You see what I'm saying?
And these were also nicely padded.
I'm sorry. Whoa. I'm sorry. What happened here? There you go.
As for legroom, it's pretty tight. There's not enough room to stretch out. It's okay for trips of this length, but on longer routes, this would be annoying.
Yeah.
Beside the seat is a small control panel. On this, you could find the recline button.
Oh, okay.
This was a bit difficult to showcase though, as I had someone sat next to me. There was also a button for the individual reading light.
Huh.
The seat in front featured a folding table. This was surprisingly large and would be ideal for doing some work on.
Yep.
On it, there's a little metal bar to hold a drink in place. And also a strap, which I'm told is for holding newspapers or magazines in place.
Oh.
Down here, you can find a storage area for smaller items, as well as a folding footrest. Back outside, we're currently heading towards the high-speed line, and passing through many stations along the way, such as Erps. Leuven is another stop we pass through and has a beautiful modern station.
Very similar
It's
to the
the
German,
eighth
right?
biggest
This
city
is
in
very
Belgium,
similar.
as well as being home
That's some very similar structure. So let's see how the transition from Amsterdam to Germany looks.
to the largest brewing company in the world. From here, we take a series of flying junctions, weaving between domestic intercity services to reach the HSL2 high-speed railway. This allows us to accelerate up to our incredible top speed of 300 kilometers an hour.
Almost 200 miles per hour. Right. Wow, that's
Travelling at this speed is an absolute breeze, and the great suspension of the Eurostar PBKA fleet means you barely notice any movement.
you're basically
Unfortunately,
flying.
the terrible window alignment meant that I couldn't actually see any of this, and I spent most of my journey staring at a wall. I really wish there was a seat selector, like there is on some other Eurostar services, confusingly. This was really annoying, especially as there are so many of these seats with a terrible view. As I couldn't see much of the Belgian countryside, I chose to use the onboard Wi-Fi instead. This was easy to connect to, requiring just a couple of taps. However, the Wi-Fi speeds were absolutely pathetic,
Oh, that's
and barely
bro,
even
man. That's. Go. You probably will get more signal by not using any internet. Oh my god.
worth using. On a more positive note, every seat gets a European-style power socket, even in standard class. Also down here, there's a little bin to help keep the train tidy. After 45 minutes, we're on the approach to Liège. This is Belgium's 5th largest city and serves as a key junction on the country's rail network. The city is home to Liège-Guillemont station, an impressive structure designed by the Spanish architect Santiago Calatrava. The design features a monumental
very
arch
nice.
shape with colourful patterns and plenty of natural light.
That's very nice.
It's really quite the sight to behold. After a 4-minute stop, we are back on the move and heading towards Germany. On our way out of Liège,
so this is what I want to see.
the train crosses the river Meuse, one of Europe's major rivers. Time to get some food.
Okay.
The Eurostar Cafe is situated in coach 24.
Wow, this
though
is
it's
very
more
nice.
like a bar than a cafe, with a
Oh.
spacious and airy design and places to stand. The menu is expansive, but also fairly expensive. Though there are some special offers, allowing you to bundle multiple items together for
Okay.
a better price.
Okay.
While waiting for my food order to be prepared, I spent a few moments taking in the pleasant atmosphere here in the Eurostar Cafe car.
It's not that bad.
It was definitely a popular place, with many passengers standing and chatting over a drink or two.
Yep.
After around 5 minutes, my order was ready. I went for the cheese pizza, a pack of salted crisps, and apple juice. This cost €11.70.
That's not bad. That's not bad. For a train, not bad. $12.60 American dollar, not bad. I think that this will do it. 2 slices pita, a little bit puffy in the middle. I think this is good.
Fairly costly, but not too bad for on a high-speed train. And it was actually really nice too. Now moving on to first class, in a spacious 2+1 seating layout. These seats really look like armchairs. Eurostar has 2 ticket types for first class, with the more expensive one including a complimentary meal service. We've now effortlessly crossed the border from Belgium into Germany, possible thanks to the 2 countries being members of the Schengen Agreement. There's a bit of a stereotype in Germany that says trains are always late, and sure enough, we're held just after the border while awaiting a platform.
Ladies and gentlemen, the station of Aachen is not yet ready for us. We should be able to leave in 2 or 3 minutes.
After this minor hold-up,
you heard the people like, oh.
We pull into Aachen Hauptbahnhof, with the abundance of trains in the iconic DB livery, an indicator we're in Germany. Aachen Hauptbahnhof is an international rail hub, being sat at a tri-point border, with frequent local trains running to both Belgium and the Netherlands. After a few minutes, we are once again accelerating back up to high speed. We even pass one of the German ICE high-speed trains, and what looks like an abandoned station. Luggage space can be found in the form of sizable overhead luggage racks. There are a few luggage stacks in the vestibules too, but as there are lots of reports of luggage theft on the former Thalys trains, I prefer to keep my luggage nearby. You'll also find a stylish coat hook between windows, and if you look closely, you'll notice this is still branded as Thalys. If you actually get a window seat, then you'll find an effective adjustable blind, as well as an air vent along the bottom of the window. By the way, these windows were absolutely filthy. Unfortunately, train cleanliness is very lacking in Western Europe, and this premium
Really? I would not think about such thing, man. Really? Really? And this train's going to Germany? I cannot believe it, guys. I cannot believe Europe.
B train was no exception.
Damn, why?
Each carriage has 1 or 2 toilets, found next to the gangways. These were in good condition, though they were really cramped.
Very small.
The soap dispenser was working fine, as was the water. A hand dryer was also provided and working well.
Okay.